Thanks to some gutless Republicans in the Senate that passed the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, $230 million of your money is going to red flag laws. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, Wolverines? Welcome to my little piece of paradise known as John Crump News. Today I'm going to be talking about something, but I'm going to be keeping it short because I am working on something that is going to blow up the ATF spot and really piss them off. And I live to piss off the ATF because they are a tyrannical, draconian agency that shouldn't exist because the only purpose of them is to infringe on your God-given right that happens to be protected by the Second Amendment of the Constitution, and that is the right to bear arms. So if you don't like the ATF, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscription, and all that other good stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. Today is the 5th anniversary of the Parkland killing, where a bunch of people were killed by a psychopath. And Democrats are celebrating it because it's a holiday to them, because they don't care about the lives of kids. All they care about is getting what they want, and they will exploit any tragedy to get that. Today, they announced that the Justice Department will be giving $230 million-ish of your taxpayer money to states around the country to enact red flag laws. Remember, when the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act passed by a bunch of gutless Republicans in the Senate, one of the things that it does, it gives federal funding to states with red flag laws. It also does some violence prevention stuff, but that will be exploited by the anti-gunners to do their anti-gun bidding, because that's how these anti-gun organizations make their money. What they do is they actually get grants from states and the government, and they enact things to attack your right, because there is a war on gun owners, and it is led by President Biden, and he is celebrating these red flag laws. So let's go ahead and talk about red flag laws, or what is also known as extreme risk protection orders. Now, each state has a slightly different variant of this. In some states, anybody can open up a red flag complaint against you. Other states, it has to be law enforcement. Other states, it has to be family members or someone that lives with you. And other states, it could be neighbors. It depends on where you are in the country. The laws are different. What isn't different is the hearings for these red flag laws, or ERPOs, whatever you want to call them, is done in an ex parte court. What that means is only one party is there, and that is the party of the accuser. The defendants do not know that they even have a trial, and they don't know of anything going on until the police kick down their door and possibly shoot their dog. So that is a huge problem because there's no due process. You have the presumption of innocence, or you're supposed to have the presumption of innocence. But red flag laws changes that around. They presume that you are guilty until you are proved innocent, and that is impossible to do if you are not there. Now, a lot of the people on the left and anti-gun people will say there is due process. You will get a hearing 14 days, 20 days, 10 days after the red flag law is enacted. But let me remind you, a right delayed is a right denied. That's not how due process works. You have the right to address and confront your accusers, but the red flag laws don't do this. They can take away your guns at any time for almost any reason, because you're not there to defend yourself. There was a guy in Maryland who was shot and killed because he was red flagged by a family member. In the days after the killing of the man, it came out via his niece that the whole red flag thing was over family drama, and the man never threatened anyone, and he never threatened self-harm. So he should not have been red flagged, but a family member did that anyway. And to this date, that family member has not been held accountable for costing their family member his life. That's the danger of the red flag laws. The more that red flags are used, the more danger it puts police in and also the gun owner. Think about it. 5 a.m. in the morning, you're sleeping, someone kicks down your door. You're going to grab your gun and you're going to try to defend your family. But those people that kick down your door might be the police and they might shoot and kill you, or they might be shot and killed, which is a bad situation all the way around. That leads to the whole no knock warrant thing, but that is a discussion for another time. All right, guys, that's it for the story. I do have one other thing to talk about. There is something called Project Mayhem, which I am making up. It's basically an infiltration of the Guilford's Gun Owners for Safety Ambassador Program. I'm going to put a link down below where you can sign up to participate in their Gun Owners Safety Program, where you can be an ambassador for gun safety from Giffords. The meeting is tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and they're going to be doing a training session where you can ask any questions or interact with anyone over Zoom. I highly, highly suggest that you sign on and you ask your questions and you make sure that they are aware that you stand by being a gun ambassador for gun safety for Giffords. I'm going to link it down below. I hope to see you there. I will be there, and I might be actually recording it, but I'm not sure yet. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be interesting to see how everything turns out. The link is down below in the description. All right, guys, that's it for me for today. I love you very much. I put that at the end because I didn't want to do a whole video pitting the whole entire Project Mayhem thing up where other people can see it, like anti-gun people. All right. So with that, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight. I hope you join Project Mayhem, and I love you very much. Wolverine's mother.